Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make a Crossy Road chicken house. If you could tell where this guy was from without even looking at the title of the video, please slap that like button because that means I've done my job, plus I'd really appreciate it. And by the way, subscribe for more. I'd love it if you do that. It helps you keep up to date with the channel, it shows me support, and if you do subscribe, not only should you tell me down there in the comment section, I like to welcome you guys who subscribe to the channel, but click the little bell next to the subscription button, and that'll mean that you actually get the videos sent through into your subscriptions inbox, because for whatever reason it doesn't always do that unless you do click that little bell. So I decided to make this after taking a request from a subscriber down there in the comment section. I wasn't planning on making anything like this for quite a while, but I couldn't resist. And for those of you that are wondering, why is this a house? It doesn't look like a house. Well, if we come behind the lake here, and if we hop up and climb this ladder, you'll see that inside our glorious little chicken, we have a nice little bed, we have some storage space, we have a little bit of a flower garden, we have some light, we actually have a second story in the chicken house. Yeah, would you believe we have a second story in which we can do some crafting and some furnishing, all of those normal things. And that's just about it really, there's not too much more to this one. By the way, this is just kind of a one-off at the moment. We'll be back making things like this in no time, don't you worry. As a matter of fact, tomorrow, for when this video is going to be posted, I'm actually going to be releasing a brand new actual suburban house. So stay tuned. But without any further ado, why don't I actually show you how to make this glorious thing. So if you want to make it, here's what you'll need. Grab yourself some block of quartz, some red hardened clay, some orange hardened clay, and some black wool. And those are the four main materials that our chicken is made out of. Now, if you want to do the inside and any sort of surroundings, you will obviously need more materials, but for now, this is all we're going to be using. Now, once you have each one of these four, and once you've figured out where you want to make it, I'm going to be making mine right here. You're going to want to kick off your chicken with a row of 4 orange hardened clay coming up from the ground. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, leaving a gap of 3 to the left from that first initial orange hardened clay, you want to leave a gap of 3, 1, 2, and 3, and then you want to do another row of 4 orange hardened clay coming up from the ground. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4, like that. Now, what we do to one leg, we do to the other leg. We'll start off with the first one that we made. First of all, we're going to take this first orange hardened clay that we ever placed, and we're going to do a layer of orange that goes all the way around the outside of it in a circular shape like this. We then want to take the front 2 corner blocks, which is the right one and the left one, and we want to extend them forwards each by 2. 1, 2, and 1, 2, like that. We then want to come to the opposite foot, and we want to do the same thing. We want to do a layer of orange going all the way around the very base of the foot like that. And then we want to take the front 2 corner blocks, the left hand one, the right hand one, and we want to extend them forwards each by 2. That's 1, 2, 1, 2, to give us what essentially looks like 2 capital letter A's with 2 eyes coming out of them. Kind of weird. Now, on top of the rows of 4 orange hardened clay, stack a block of quartz. Connect them together. Then extend each one of those end block of quartz out each by 1 either side. So on one side 1, on the other side 1. We now want to take the right hand block of quartz, so we just extended out, and we want to go in front of it by 3. That's 1, 2, and 3, like that. Go up on top of that third block by 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go backwards by 2. 1, 2. Then go down by 1 with the block of quartz, and then 1 with the black wool. That's one of your chicken's eyes. Coming back up to the row of 2 block of quartz, we want to go back by a further 4 now. So we want to do 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then go down by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then go back by 3 to the right over there. 1, 2, 3. And then go down by 4. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. You can then take that 4th block and you can then extend it all the way back to the front to give you a shape which should look like this. It kind of looks like an L or a sock or something. Now, once you've got this, you now want to come to the inside of the shape that you've just made, right? And you want to take each one of those blocks of quartz, every single one of them, and you want to extend them across your build with your block of quartz, each by 6. So it'll look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and every single block, so for instance, even 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like that. And you want to take every single one of those blocks of quartz and you want to extend them over, like I said, by 6. The reason for this is this will make up the chicken's body. The chicken's body isn't all that complicated and thus allows us to do really simple techniques like this to form pretty much all of the body. And don't worry, you don't have to count out that row of 6, you know, a bajillion, gazillion, 500 reptar times. You only have to count it out once. And then all you have to do is very easily and very cleverly match all of the other rows to the first initial row of 6. And you just have to, like I said, extend them over. This will form the chicken's body. This will be the majority of the chicken made. After we've done this, we'll simply have to add just a few details to the chicken, like some tail feathers and some chicken wings and stuff like that. You guys will see a little later on. But the effect we're looking for is actually exactly this. So easy to do, and once you've done it for yourself, you now want to come up to the top of the head on the opposite side, the side that you've just made. And you want to take this block right here, it's this one, coming from the front, it's the third block of quartz coming in at the top, and you want to go down from this block of quartz by 1 the quartz, 1 the black wool. And as you can see, that is actually your chicken's opposite eye. So just make it in line with the very first. Then fill in the left-hand side of your chicken and also fill in the right-hand side of your chicken. You want to completely fill them in with a block of quartz. This might take a second or two to do, but it's completely worth it, of course, because we don't really want a transparent see-through chicken. Or do we? If you used actually like white stained glass block, that might actually look cool. So you could kind of like see into the inner workings of your chicken. I don't know, it's just a thought. Maybe it'd be cool, maybe it wouldn't. Who knows? That's the fun. But that's the majority of the body of your chicken. Now let's make the rest of it. Come to the back of your chicken. Take the middle 5 rows at the back of your chicken. It's basically one off of each end. You do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you miss one off of the end of the left and 1 off the end of the right. And you want to extend these 5 middle rows backwards by 1 row of your block of quartz, like this. So you just want to extend them all back like that. So easy, like that. Then you want to come to the left-hand side of your chicken. You want to come down all the way down to the bottom front of the chicken, this corner block, and you want to move backwards from this block by 2, 1, 2. You want to move up 1, place a block of quartz, go right by 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you want to add 2 rows of quartz on top of this first row of quartz to give you a chicken wing, like that. Once you've done one, come all the way over to the opposite side, do the same thing. So we want to take this bottom right-hand corner block, right at the bottom of the front of the chicken, we want to move backwards by 2, 1, 2, up by 1, place a block of quartz, back by 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then place 2 rows of block of quartz directly on top of it, and that will give you your second chicken wing. Now, once that's taken care of, we just have to add a couple of things. We're going to add his little Mohican first. You know that thing that chickens always have on their heads? I don't actually know what it's called. I like to pretend it's a Mohican. Well, you want to come all the way up to the top front center of the chicken. So you're right up at the top of the head, you're at the front of it. You want to take the center block. It's this one that has 3 on the left and 3 on the right. You want to move backwards by 1, and you want to do a row of 4 red hardened clay coming back. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Add a row of red hardened clay to the left and the right. Add a layer of red hardened clay directly onto what you've just made. So you want to have that. Like I said, I like to imagine that that's a lot of Mohican. I like to imagine that all of the chickens have really extravagant kind of mid-80s hairstyles, but that's just me. Once you've got that taken care of, you now want to come to the front, top, center, middle block of the chicken's head again. So this time, it's basically the same block that you're after, except you're looking at it from the front, and you want to move down from this block right here by 2, 1, 2. So you're on the third block down, you want to place an orange clay. You want to come down from that orange by 1, You then want to come down by 2 with your red hardened clay. 1, 2. Extend the red hardened clay left and right by 1. Add another layer of red hardened clay in front of what you've made. Take the orange hardened clay and add a layer of orange left and right of what you've made. Add 2 layers of orange in front of this layer of orange. That's 1 and 2, and 1 and 2. Kind of sounds like an exercise video. And there you will have your Crossy Road chicken. So easy, so fast, looks fantastic. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you do want to crack in to your chicken, all you have to do is grab some ladders, come all the way down to the back bottom of one of the legs, knock into the chicken, have a row of ladders that runs all the way up to the inside of your chicken, and here you have all of the workspace for which you might want to build your house in, or just a nice little secret hidden base. So it's completely up to you what you want to do in here. I would absolutely recommend, if you are going to do something in here, I'd recommend just having something, just a nice little easy hidden base, nothing too crazy, just have enough stuff in here that you don't really mind if somebody walks in, finds it, has a bit of a chuckle that you've actually built a nice little base inside a chicken. It's really easy to just make really quick furniture and stuff. Like if you want to make a fancy looking bed, you can just make it out of like dark oak wood slabs and like oak fence, and you can really quickly assemble some really fast, cool looking great furniture like this. You can add some chests in and around here. You can add like a little platform in which you can like walk up on, and this is where you might want to, like if you want to have like a second floor to your little mini chicken house, you might want to add a little bit of a walkway, and you might want to just add like a bit of a ladder coming up here, and you might just want to, like I said, you might just want to have a little bit of a platform or something just hidden away, stashed up above everywhere else. It doesn't have to be like crazy extravagant or anything like that. It can just be a nice little platform that looks a little something like this. Doesn't, like I said, like I keep saying, you don't have to go crazy with it. You can just have a nice little hidden base. You don't have to have something mental in here. You don't have to have some sort of crazy hidden redstone contraption or anything like that. You can just have a nice little hidden base hidden inside of a Crossy Road chicken. It's nice and comical, works fantastic. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. As you can see, you can very quickly put something together. It takes you less than 5 minutes, and you have a wonderful, nice little theme house. And there you go, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed this little house tutorial. I just wanted to slot this in here between 2 like regular uploads. Like yesterday you would have seen my Barbie house. Tomorrow you'll see a suburban house. It's actually a smaller house because on Saturday we've got quite a big upload going up. But I just wanted to slot this in. I think it's a really cool idea. If you like this sort of thing, please do give this video a like. I know a lot of you guys do like silly, funny little builds like this. I love them too. If you do like this video, please consider subscribing, and do let me know if you've subscribed. That's really important because I do like to say hi to you guys. I really do. I like to interact with you guys that do take the time to subscribe and watch my videos. And if you do sub, please, not only should you comment, you should hit that little bell next to the subscription button. Make sure you actually get my videos in your sub box, because it'd be so sad if you didn't. If you actually subscribed, it'd be so sad if you didn't actually see them in your sub box. Also, comment down below, what else do you want to see next? Do you want to see any more silly little builds like this, or do you want me to go back to bigger and better things? Speaking of bigger and better things, if you want to check out anything else that I've made, check out the card system in the description below, because it will show you how to make awesome things like this. Like, if you went into any of those 2 places, card system or description below, checked out the park builds playlist, it will show you how to make absolutely everything in this public park. Where we've just made the chicken, actually, is a big public park. It's just a nice little Easter egg mixed in with like real things like a soccer pitch and a public swimming pool and playgrounds and tennis courts. It's just a nice little thing to kind of hide away. And we even have some houses in here. here. Like, if you wanted to make the ultimate survival house, which is doing very well with you guys at the moment, you guys seem to love. If you wanted to make that, that's in the same playlist. And a hobbit hole, for instance. And we even have a lovely looking eco house over here. Looks fantastic. If none of that was your thing, you could check out my real world buildings playlist, in which we make more realistic buildings, like townhouses and music stores and chip shops, pet shops, Wendy's, churches, that sort of thing, barbershops. You guys get the idea. That's a real world building playlist. And if you had a hankering for more houses, some of these aren't done, or at least the gardens aren't done, guys, but it'll still give you an idea. Like, this is a modern mansion that we worked on recently. You guys love this one too. And this is a Christmas house that we threw out on Saturday that you guys liked as well. And we even have here a suburban house, a nice big suburban house. And we have another modern house, and yet another suburban house, and another modern house. And that's where Barbie's house is going to go. And we have all sorts of crazy stuff on here. Basically, the moral of the story is check out the cards, check out the